Hello, welcome to this week's video. I thought I'd do something a little bit different this week. As most of you know, I run my own craft shop and have done for almost 11 years now. And I also feature on Crafting TV in the UK, doing a live hour in their jewellery box section once every quarter. So I've been doing that now for over 5 years. Ever such good fun, but there's lots of things behind the scenes that you don't get to see. And I just thought it'd be nice to sort of give you a little show and tell of what goes on. So this is the bracelet I designed, and you can see me here. I'm busy packing components. Everything is done by myself. Right from the designing of the projects, ordering all the supplies, packing all the kits, writing all the instructions, right through to packing all the orders and things after the show, which you'll see in a little bit as well. And I think you see the hour on telly, but you don't necessarily see all the things that go on in the background. And the same thing with running the shop as well. And I just thought it'd be nice to give you a little insight of my world, really. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you've got any comments and questions, do comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Hello, welcome to my shop. I thought I'd give you a bit of a behind the scenes tour of what it's like to run your own store. I've got a craft, art and gift store, and I've been in here for over 10 years. I'm in a town called Attleborough in Norfolk in the UK. And yeah, I've been in the craft industry, selling crafting goods, running workshops for over 15 years now, quite a long while. Got the opportunity to come into a shop, and it's been a fantastic journey. Loved it. Run lots of classes, learned lots of new things as different crafts became popular. And it's an interesting point to join me because I'm actually closing the shop in about 3-4 months' time, which is partly due to the economy. I have to be honest that the footfall has dropped, and I can, yeah, I think it's time to move on from being on the high street. However, it's also time for me to have a change, and like a lot of us during COVID, I re-examined what I was doing and how much time I was spending on work. And although it's a job that I enjoy, it's a lovely industry to work in, so I get to do fun things as well as lots of admin stuff. Um, but yeah, I was ready for a change. So the wheels are in motion, and I'll be leaving in just a few months' time. So a lot of the last few months have been preparing for that move. I'm going to be downsizing some of my stock. I'm going to be still trading online, and I've got another place I rent near where I live in Harleston that will have some more stock as well. But the exciting part of the journey is, because this isn't just an end, this is a transition, is that I'll have more time to get back to doing in-person workshops, and I'm developing a whole teaching program as well that will be online, both for crafters and for artists and those who cross that bridge in between as well. So there's lots of exciting things in the pipeline which I wouldn't be able to do whilst I'm in the shop. So I hope you enjoy this little snippet of behind the scenes, and I'd love to hear your comments. And as ever, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, so YouTube knows to show lots more people. That would be really lovely. So let's have a little look at my day. So I started off my business at home, just selling paper crafting supplies at the beginning, rubber stamps and inks and all the sort of things that go with that. And then over time it gradually expanded to include lots more different crafts and different art materials, beads, and then the element of the gifts came in as well to give a different mix. And although it's an unusual mix on paper, it works really well because I get a lot of people come in, crafters who buy gifts, buyers who get interested in crafts when they come in and see lots of goodies. But my idea of a shop is one that you should come and explore, and it's a bit like a treasure hunt. So I don't want a shop where you can see everything that I stock from the doorway. So it has lots of stock, so which keeps me busy on the website, getting it all listed, as well as stock taking is always an endless fun. But as you can see, I've got lots of stock that I'm having to sort through, ready for the move in the new year. So yeah, there is a challenge ahead. I think so. What are you going for today?
I'm going food.
Oh, you looks good. Have you used your other ones yet?
No. I've sorted it.
I'm just the same. I've taken some Lavinia stamps home.
I just
and they're still in the packets.
I've got no desk space. And I keep reordering it, and I've literally got not even a full cutting board, like glass mat size.
Yeah.
It's like half of it.
At £17.95. Thank you very much. Are you doing card today?
I am, yeah.
There you go. If you want to tippity tap. You've got your little tip card. Overdose. Lovely. Did you want a receipt?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Did you want a bag? Yeah, done.
Thank you.
Can have fun. Oops.
Really
It's
didn't want to come
alive.
home with me, did it?
It's alive. So this process happens once or twice a week, depending on how busy we are, to be honest, to update the website with everything that we've sold. I've currently got 6,077 products online, so it takes a little bit of managing. But this system I've done for, well, forever actually, since I started. And yeah, it's a little bit labour intensive, but it works, and it means that I can keep organised with what stock I should have in stock and what stock is sold, and make sure that the website is updated. But what I do is, as I've sell something during the day, I go in and manually take it off the website so that somebody can't buy the same item. So there's always a little delay depending on how busy we are, whether we can do that straight away. But it's I think in the 15 years I've had a website, I think I've only had 2 occasions where something just coincidentally has sold online at exactly the same moment as it's sold in store. So considering that we've got such a huge product range, that's not a bad percentage. So the excitement of managing a stock system in a shop. I get very good at spreadsheets. So one of my jobs today is that I'm expecting a delivery from DC UK for some of their Christmas range, which I pre-ordered back in March. So that's due for delivery anytime now. So one of the things I have to do when I get new stock in is I have to allocate it a code and obviously sort out its price. But I also need to make sure that I can get it up on the website. And this particular company are really helpful. They've got a trade website where I can just go in and click and download all the images really easily. So let's go and do that now. So does anybody else find this? My laptop had just gone really slow and clunky this morning. I mean, it needs replacing, so it is a bit slow and clunky anyway. And then I noticed that it's installed some updates. I like the way it never actually tells you it's doing this in the background. You just think the internet's slow or something. So I've given up on the downloads and let it do its update. So it's been on this screen now for, oh, hang on, we've got to change. So goodness knows how long it's going to take. The joyous little blue screen going round in circles. So I think time for lunch. So as you can see, it's about 10 to 5 in the morning and I'm about to set off to the studios. This is my least favourite bit, the early start and the drive, but it'll soon be done. Good bit of radio on to keep me entertained. See you at the other end. So once at the studios, I have about an hour to set up all the counter with all the goods that are featured into the show. And then we have a meeting with all the team working on the show to come up with a plan of what demonstrations there'll be and what order of products, and just to get ready for the live show.
Good morning, welcome back to Crate and Craft. It's Saturday morning, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to dive into the glorious, blinged up, beautiful world of the jewellery box. My name is Nigel May, and look who's here. My first time with her, and I'm very excited. The fabulous Jane Aldridge from Aldridge Crafts. Welcome, Jane. It's fabulous to have you
It's
here.
lovely to meet you.
You've been with Crate and Craft, formerly the Craft Stuff, what, about 5 years?
Yeah.
So, I mean, tell me about
Quite
the
a
company, because I'm spotting a lot of quality here.
Well, I started off as a crafter and sort of eased into having my own business, about 15 years ago.
It's still going strong.
Yes. Started off with paper crafting, mixed media, and then my customers were asking for beads, and I don't like to stock anything that I don't know how to use. So obviously explored the whole world of beads and discovered a whole new obsession, as we do with beading, and it went from there really. But yeah, I'm a sort of multi-crafter artist, all sorts of different
This
things.
Is a jack of all trades and a master of each and every one. We've got some brilliant items.
So what you're seeing now is me on Sunday morning, which is the morning after my TV show, and I'm getting everything ready for the packing session. And I only wish I could do it this quickly in real life. So the first thing we do, we get a packing list. So pick out all the items that have been ordered in that particular batch, and then I set them all out on the table, and so that I know that all the invoices in that particular pile will include all the items on the table. So then if I'm left with anything on the table at the end of it, I know there's been an error somewhere, and it's so far only happened once, and I was able to track back through all the names on the envelopes and check the contents and work out whose package I'd missed something out of. So it's a really good system to make sure everything gets included. Hello, it's Tuesday morning. I'm just sort of chilling into my morning this morning, getting myself sorted out. It's always a case of after a telly show, there's so much prep leading up to it, everything else gets put to one side. So it's always a case of after the show to have a little bit of a chill, put everything back, sort everything out, sort my space back out. The show went really well. I was really pleased. Had lots of orders to pack, and I'm waiting for the courier to come through today and sort of pick up orders. But as you can see, let me just... Okay, so that was weird. I had to stop and start recording, and my selfie button has disappeared off my video. Anyway, as you can see, I've got lots of boxes all done. I've still got to sort out from Open Studios. Everything is all just still stacked. And cards are still out, and table, it needs sorting. So, yeah, oh, that's really weird. My selfie button has gone. How bizarre. That's not helpful. Yes, that's really bizarre. Looks like I've changed the setting on my phone somewhere, so we'll have to sort that out. So anyway, yes. So yeah, back to having a bit of a sort out today, and I'm hoping to get some studio time today. Not quite sure what I want to paint, what I want to draw. So we shall see once I get into the studio, once I've had a bit of a shifty and a tidy, as to where we go from there.
So I hope you enjoyed a little insight to some of the things that I do day to day, and enjoyed a little tour of the shop, a little bit of behind the scenes, both in the shop and when I'm doing my TV show. Join me next week for another video.